District number 3 is Butaleja. Can we hear you? District number 3, Butaleja. Can we hear you again?
But above all, nationally, we thank you for the stewardship you have given this country and for holding the party flag and the party manifesto high. As the National Resistance Movement Party, on behalf of all the party members and supporters, we thank you so much. And to this, we are proud that our party is in a safe hand.
I was born in Bukedia, in a smaller district of Chibuku. I grew up in Chibuku, and I've studied in Chibuku, and I attained the highest education any Ugandan can have. Every time I've worked outside there, I've remembered that as a statistician, this is the poorest area on the earth, where you go in the house and you smell poverty. And I took a decision that you look for power to neutralize poverty. And that's why I took a decision to work with you to neutralize poverty. I am happy. The other day you appointed me the director on the Uganda Investment Authority. That's what I do best. I promised the NRM party that we need to deliver. I don't want to go where they don't deliver. I don't.
The day you become a born again is the day you are free.
Mr. President, allow me to thank you and the NRM government for the commendable work done. I will give a simple synopsis of what has so far been achieved, because, as you know, I coordinate your government, Mr. President. The NRM government was given mandate in 2021-2026, and so far, 35% of all our commitments by government are fulfilled. And 49% of our commitments, the people of Uganda, are still ongoing. And I believe by the year 2025-26, we shall have achieved 84% of the fulfillment of our NRM manifesto. Mr. President, we still have only 16% of the work that is not yet started. I know you know the reasons. Tororo district has 172 parishes and 123 have a primary school. We are remaining with only 49 parishes. Busia has 68 parishes. So far, 66 parishes have a primary school, and the 2 are still remaining. Butembo has 61 parishes, 31 are covered, we are remaining with 30. Kibuku has 92 parishes, 51 covered, 41 is the balance. Budaka is 76, 50 covered, we still have 26 remaining. And Parisa has 90 parishes, 76 are covered with the primary school, and 14 are still remaining. Butareja has 76, 72% are covered, where we are, Butareja. And we only have 4 parishes without a primary school. Mr. President, your government is performing. And for this, I want to thank you, Mr. President, for your stewardship, the cabinet members, Your Excellency, the Vice President, the members of Parliament, the local governments who are here, the leaders, and everybody present, dear delegates. The NRM government is performing. We only need more support to continue leading this country to greater heights.
Tufunye pigeon. Ngenda kwebaza ekyokubiri myoga. Emyoga program yatambula bulungi Your Excellency sir era abantu afuna abamu tukola business abamu ne balunda. Ngenda kwebaza ekyokubiri Your Excellency sir UPE primary level education. Ngenda kwebaza ekyokusatu USE secondary education. Fenga bataleja twebazanyo program za government NRM etukolede ebintu bingi nnyo era bataleja tufunyemu abana bafe basoma government etwadde security emala wana butaleja fe abantu nga bakulembeze nga community tuli wamu ne polisi yafwe. Polisi etwadde security emala. Your Excellency njagala kwebaza kino nti webale kutuwa security nga banda Uganda emirimu zaffe zetukola business yaffe zetukola security gyetulina erigulugulu. Kulwekyo nkwebaza President webale nnyo.
Your Excellency, the theme of your zonal tours, including here in Bukedia, is wealth creation and prosperity, with emphasis on the Four-acre model, the parish development model, Emyoga, and other government livelihoods programs. Once again, we want to underscore the fact that Bukedia is one of the poorest regions, as has already been alluded to. Your Excellency, would like to acknowledge and appreciate the interventions that government has already done to ensure that you bring the people of Bukedia, whom we have said are largely poor, to improve on their livelihoods. I will not go in details, as these issues have already been shared. I only want to raise a matter of concern around the parish development model, being that there are a total of 32 parishes in the sub-region that were created, have not been gazetted for the last about 7 years, and so the wananchi there are not benefiting directly from this parish development model. Your Excellency, it is our appeal, therefore, that through you, the Ministry of Local Government, the Ministry of Finance, and the Secretariat of the Parish Development Model comes in to clear this problem.
Your zonal tour today, Your Excellency, is that in 2021, we signed a social contract with the people of Uganda. That social contract was our manifesto. No leader in Uganda, no political party, no nation I see in Africa does what you do by coming to account to the people on the account of what achievements we have scored in the last 4 years, like today. Your Excellency, sir, one of the key things you have attained in the last 38 years, and you want to underpin that today, is that Uganda is now peaceful from the north to the south, east to the west.
Wealth creation at the most basic level is about making money through a variety of activities and keeping it growing through savings and investment in order to get out of poverty sustainably. Historically, poverty, disease, and ignorance are known to have been major enemies and bottlenecks to the development of our country since independence. With your leadership, Your Excellency, all the three are being tackled, and are soon to be eliminated. On the other hand, shared prosperity in the context of Uganda requires us to focus our efforts on income growth of 39% of households still stuck in subsistence production, Your Excellency, which you normally call okukolera ekida chonka, and move them into money economy and ensure that our economic growth is inclusive and leaves no one behind. Therefore, NRM, through your leadership, Your Excellency, has paved a clear path for meaningful growth and development. In line with our national vision and the NRM manifesto, Your Excellency, you have led government to focus on 5 priority areas to respond to the urgent need for wealth creation and shared prosperity for our people.
Enkulakulana weri ibyo byonna bimwogera nkulakulana biki amasomero wowowo olunaku lulamba naye obwavu buliranye n'enkulakulana. So please, I want us really to stop this confusion. So therefore, this distinction, because we are mixing many things. Enkulakulana, development, obuweereza, service delivery, and obugagga, wealth. These things must be very clear in our head. Yes, when you talk of health, education, that is obuweereza, that is service delivery. When you talk of roads and so on, that is the development. But the aim of all this, in order to achieve socio-economic transformation, okukyusa embeera y'abantu, people's lives to change, it can only happen if you add number 3, obugagga, lonyo, abar. And this is really a conceptual. It's not a big, it's not lack of resources, it's not lack of this, it is just the concept. I had this problem in the 1960s in our area there. Because we had our elders, the chiefs, the members of parliament, they did not understand the concept of bonda bagagawale. You would have some bamu bagagawade. But the concept of bonda was not clear to them. And that's how I had a difference with them. In the 1960s, that's when they started saying Kaguta's son has become a communist because he says all people can be equal. In fact, one of them even told me, "See, you young boy, do you see my fingers here?" I said, "Yes, sir." "Do you see they are not the same height?" I said, "Yes, sir." That's how life is. Some are short, some are tall. Meaning, biri byenjogerako nti bonna bagagawale tibirina makulu tebisoboka. I am talking about things which are impossible. I am not realistic. Realism means some are rich, some are poor. That's how God created the world. I didn't accept this. You people of 4 acres or less, eddagala lyamwe, the medicine which can get you out of poverty is, number 1, have 1 acre of coffee. Because coffee, you can get Even today, you can get about 18 million from 1 acre in a year. Second acre, put in fruits. I hear now fruits actually people can get. The other day, Nankabirwa, I was at her function. She was telling me that you can get about 60 million from 1 acre of mangoes if you market the mangoes properly. So that's why in our Chivaro of 1996, we said first acre, put coffee. Second acre, fruits. Third acre, entezamata, dairy cows. Grow pasture. One acre of pasture, you can feed 8 Frisian cows in the shade. The Bagwere speak in Nyankore, they call it a shade, a chigango, like when Nyankore call it, Tum Chigango. So the third acre, you put pasture for dairy cows. The fourth acre, for food, cassava. The good thing is that now cassava is also becoming a very good cash product, but at least for food. Then, mind you, the backyard. You put poultry for eggs, you put piggery. Then, in the wetlands, at the edge of the wetlands, you do fish farming. This was in our manifesto of 1996. But people don't listen. They are busy with other things. Go this one, going, traveling to go to New York to benchmark. What are you going to benchmark? God made these areas so nice, so well. You get a swamp here, what you call swamps. This is what you call swamps, are actually tributaries of the Nile. They are branches of the Nile. So you get a swamp, maybe 200 meters wide, sometimes bigger. Mporogoma is bigger. Then you get dry land. Then you get another swamp here, like that. See? So it is as if God had arranged everything for you. Etaka, amazi. Etaka, amazi. Etaka, amazi. Land, water. Land, water. But the problem is that you don't know how to, you are underutilizing this huge, great resource and underutilizing and misutilizing. What I would like our market to do is to agree. I don't want the market to leave the wetlands, but I want the market to know how to use the wetlands well and better. And that's why I would propose that we make the fish ponds. So I would like to do 2 things. Number 1, use the wetlands better. And get more money out of them. But at the same time, save the wetlands for a reason which I will tell you. That's why, therefore, the fish ponds should be not in the center of the swamp, but at the edge of the wetland. Edge, kulobalama. Then the center of the swamp comes back. When the center of the swamp comes back, water is there. Now, on Omwanyinaze, owe Narusaga village, alina acres mukaga wali, mugende muyite kwa mukadde oyo. She has got 6 acres. Naye tebalina mmere, bakaaba. They don't have food. Why? They say wakaru, that it is dry. Can you see how you people are going to get in trouble? Chibumba bali babuuza nti enarusaga wali wakalu songa okumpi awo waliwo omugga. What will you answer now? How will you answer, Chibumba?
As you invited from the Sub-Excellency, our program is welcome remarks from the to handle item. Now only have 4 items. But Your Excellency, and we were expected to have in a summary form what they would love. These are leaders you invite. And when I introduce district we are starting with Busia District, person of NRM in charge of Eastern Region. Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng Ochero, the Minister of Health, Minister of State, East African Community. Under phase 1, let me stop here and invite the right, but we shall be introduced.
Who represents all the elderly persons in SEC. We have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto Mutende,